Hey, welcome to Tuesday night D&D on a Wednesday night.
Tuesday night on a Wednesday night. Oh, we have to do the strike through. I missed the
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
I've
week.
got to change that.
I remember on Thanksgiving we played 3 games that week, and we had Tuesday crossed out with Wednesday crossed out with Thanksgiving.
Yeah, something like that.
That was fun.
Back to back to back to back.
Well, sorry about last night, folks. I had a little bit of a work emergency I had to go deal with, which I could not do remotely, which was super annoying. However, I hopefully designed my way around that one, so it shouldn't be an issue in the future. So we'll play a little bit. We're a little bit behind what we typically run tonight, but might as well have a little bit of fun this week before Friday. So, Dustin, did you have a recap for this one?
Yep,
I didn't get to take a look today.
I do.
All right, go for it.
Where we last left off, our party was leaving the Wolfman Den with 2 dead bodies and 1 injured. Deciding to act upon the familiar, they traveled back to the cave, in which they held up in and attempted to rest. Surprise, concerned about the bite he had received, waited in the back of the cave with Simon and William. Tisalu, wanting to be as safe as possible, asked Simon for his help in restoring some of his stamina. As Simon took Lou's hand, however, he collapsed to the floor, unconscious, and seemingly drained of all his magical power. As Lou comes to terms with what he just did, and he and Misfit take the first watch of the night. Conversing about what had happened so far, they were interrupted by a spider-like humanoid who was clicking to attempt some form of echolocation. However, seeming to find no purchase, it sat on the edge of the cliff and crawled down after a few moments. The next morning, as everyone was readying transporting the dead, it showed up again, alongside the peculiar goat. Serena, using her illusions, was able to distract and remove the spider creature from the cliff face. However, the weird goat wouldn't trigger anyone's danger sense until it began to walk on air and through the walls. Seeing this, it was too late, as a small group of the humanoid spiders ambushed the party, unleashing a fireball among the entire group. Luckily, the force was small, and our party was stronger and able to repel the threat. As they make their way to continue moving down the mountain and toward the purple brambles, is where we start today's session.
Well done. Take your inspiration. Also, just to point out, because I know Lou tried when we ended last time, it did not do so well. So before we leave where we currently are and head further down the mountain, was anyone else trying to do anything with the bodies of the dead ones? I think there was. Actually, no, he ended up burning them. So never mind. Lou tried to open one, but it didn't work. Don't worry, I'll send you another one, Lou. All right.
All that
So-
Wednesday's flying.
What do you guys want to do? I think down the mountain was it the most common course?
hmm
Yeah, but we don't have enough targets. We have too
Yeah.
many targets.
You have enough if you really think about it, though. As you have your pixie, who can fly itself and can cast fly on one person. Then Marius can fly up to 4 hours a day. Bram already flies. And then I think that's 5 of you, right? Slowfall?
I think. Don't we have one more person? We have the paladin.
Oh, the body.
No, he's alive.
Yeah.
The werewolf.
You call him what you want to call him, I'll call him what I want to call him. He's officially known as the body to me now until he wakes up.
Yes. That's 7. Or 6.
Ah,
I can become bird.
and he can technically, I think I got another polymorph in here. Let me check his spell slots. Actually, he just woke up, so he should be all happy.
There's
with
your
spell
strike
slots.
through.
Nice.
And
Did I
I'm
not
gonna
long
start
rest
my
this?
coffee. I'll be right back.
You
We had a
did.
fight.
We had combat.
Yeah, it's like, did I use that many spells? I guess I did. Oh, I know why. That's why.
The fireball went off, so.
Yeah, I can use like 2 slow falls. Or I could polymorph someone too. Because slow fall is not concentration, I'm pretty confident.
No, for the follows duration 1 minute, so it'll cover 600 feet.
So I mean, if we wanted to, you technically could. It's just a matter if you want to use up that many resources to get down. Also, to remember, it's not directly to the brambles. You have to go through all the same type of things you did the first time you started into the forest. You're just coming from the opposite side.
Yep.
So, just to remind you, because I know I wrote it all down. From what you recall, coming down through here, you do have to make it through some, we'll call them plains more or less, but more rocky, which makes it to the forest. So that's where all those wonderful plant wolves were that chased you guys and fought you in town.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you had the creepy forest, which brought you into the wonderful labyrinth that you loved so much. Past the part you saw, I mean, there was a couple of things the labyrinth led to, but it seemed the majority of it, outside of a few spots, was more or less a swamp. And then it really just depends where you go from there. But you would assume probably you have to go through at least 3 of those things to get past all of it back into the brambles were. Unless you fly there and you don't have to walk through everything. But unfortunately, nobody has teleporting abilities yet.
Not on that scale, at least.
Mm-mm. I think our best one right about now is Dimension Door.
Who has Dimension Door?
Oh no, we don't even have Dimension Door. Misty Step! Or Lou's teleport. I think you have 30 extra feet on that.
I have 30 feet
Step.
of Misty Step.
Well, you have 90 foot on your Thunder Step,
Yeah.
which I think is our longest range at the moment.
How far are we from Bird Friends Mountain?
Bird Friends Mountain. So that's the other thing you can do is it depends how you get there too, but you can stay in the mountain you're currently on and just navigate your way through the mountain. It'd probably take you a day to get over to where you had found that tree in the mountain he was on. Actually, 2 days, depending, because you got your dead bodies or your dead weight. I'll just call them dead weight. Carrying those with you is basically going to double all of your travel time, unless you can find a way to alleviate that. But that's up to you guys. So what would it be?
Mm. Right. Who's getting polymorphed?
Up to you. How do you guys want to do this?
Let's see.
I'll just put Pinch and Serena over here, and you can count them towards flying. If you flying, be on the right side. If you haven't decided how you're flying yet, you're on the left side.
Simon, do you think you'd do something about these birds?
About what?
About these birds?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Do I have a group heal? I don't think I do. Actually, let me check. Da, da, da. He really needs to learn some new spells someday.
I was literally about to do that.
Let's see. Ah, dang. Unfortunately, I only have first level. Who is super hurt at the moment?
Serena's at half health.
That's not much, though.
And
Doesn't take much to
Pinch,
bring her.
and
Yep.
Pinch is at half health.
All right, let's see. So Simon, let's throw out some heals. Yeah, he has no AE healing capabilities. All right, we'll use. I didn't redo his.
Wait, Simon, don't use your spell slots. I got this.
Oh,
The healing spirit.
teddy bears,
Teddy bears.
even better.
Put your left foot in. Put your left foot out.
All right, heal. I think that heals everybody to full. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Who wants in on this? Who is in full?
I'm not at full.
Nobody was at full. So.
I'm targeting everybody.
Don't
Oh,
forget.
I already removed it myself. But
Wait,
I'll put it back.
Serena, what's your max hit points? You and Pinch are like super close.
She
That's
is
sad.
34.
That's real sad. But you have 10 hit points at least.
Hmm. Well, had 10 hit points.
That's very true.
I'm assuming Pinch has more hit points than Serena.
No. Pinch, because Pinch doesn't level up. Pinch has a base of 27 hit points. Serena has 34. But Pinch can also be more or less greater in Viz. Actually, not fully. But can just bonus action, go invisible whenever she wants. All right. So, polymorphs, jumping, double polymorphs. Who's committing to what? Are you flying Misfit, or are you gonna take an alternate method?
I will become bird.
All right, so you can use that up. So you can take one other person with you as well.
He has 2 dead bodies, so no.
Oh,
I got 2 feet, 1 corpse for each foot.
So you're
That's
trying to carry
strong.
Vokthar and something else, or just Vokthar?
Please don't give me Volkthar. I can carry 2 people or Volkthar.
I'm not carrying Vokthar.
The wizard still thinks it's silly that we're carrying the half orc.
Yep. Either you bring him or no one is.
Okay. Well, how many dead people do we have? 3? 2?
2 dead people, 1
Two.
unconscious guy.
Okay. Well, I'll do my best to carry 2 dead people.
So you want to carry? Well, it depends on how you want to do it too, because 1 is in pieces.
Maybe I shouldn't carry that one.
Which is also the lightest of the pair. Someone could, if they're smaller, you could take like a Serena on your back if you want. Or the other wizard guy, but he's probably going to be with anyone who has to slow fall.
I could fly on this one. Pinch could then help another.
All aboard the bird bus.
Flies on Lou's shoulder, smiles, turns red. I'll take this one.
She just
Alright.
smirks and shakes her head. We'll climb up on this.
So you're going to grab Vokthar, and then Serena's right on you.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves us with an unconscious paladin and our dearly dead other cleric. The wizard just like, don't look at me, I'm not carrying him.
Dustin, you're probably one of the strongest here. Do you think you could carry him?
He nods.
Simon, I think you're the next. Could you carry her remains?
A persuasion check. Hold on 1 second. And he runs over to Lou.
Yes.
Remember when you told me I have the right to say no?
Yes.
Does that work on Serena too, or is that just like an everybody else thing?
Solomon or Solomon, Lou will put both of his hands on his shoulders and say, "You can try."
I see. He runs back over. Yes, Serena, I will certainly carry her. Let me just collect all these bits here. And I need to roll Constitution.
No.
No proficiency, but I got this. Sorry. It's just it's just very strong. And he puts himself together and picks her up. Okay. So you got that situated. Marius can take a free ride with us. Marius has probably never jumped off a mountain before.
I think he can fly.
That would be a negative.
He could fly if he fucks it up. Technically, we have more than enough people because I'm going to hit you, Simon. Well, actually, I'm going to hit Dustin, William, Marius, Simon, and himself.
Yes.
All right. So those of you flying, Pinch will cast fly on you, Lou. So you can fly, I think, for an hour.
I think it's been an hour.
She can fly on her own, so she'll fly with you.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, it's like you're Peter Pan.
No.
Sarita, Misfit, I will allow you to roll a athletics check with advantage because Serena's with you.
Oh, wait. Hey, Dustin,
Mm,
you gonna be okay?
mm.
Insight check?
Okay.
Oh no, Dustin, are you okay? That's a deep question.
You just notice he hasn't been talking much unless he absolutely has to. It's more he's waiting to be told what to do at the moment.
Okay, well, if you want to swap with Serena, I don't mind.
Too heavy.
You are never too heavy for me, mister.
One is physical weight, one is emotional weight.
Too heavy.
I'm just gonna make sure to keep an eye on Dustin.
You have good eyesight in that form. All right. So as you guys are gonna going straight
before
to the
that-
bump. Yeah.
Before that, I am going to tap Lou on the shoulder.
Yeah.
I point to your bag of holding, and I'm asking for it.
Here.
Okay, I reach in and I would like to pull out the silver arrows, please.
Easy enough.
Okay, I can just
reach
drag this
past-
onto.
You reach. You can feel for it because you basically think of it. It comes to your hand anyways. But I like to picture you like poke through many tapestries and other valuable artifacts within your museum in your bag of holding that you've stolen.
I just drag it from the party sheet to my inventory, right?
Yeah, if it's in the party sheet, correct.
I don't know
Sweet.
what- I don't
Okay,
know what.
That's all I wanted.
After the Simon incident, I was just like, I know he wasn't, but I'm expecting him to just like vomit in the bag and hand it back.
I Teasley, you have your bag back. That's all I wanted to do.
You know, I probably should empty this thing out. Yeah, that's something fun for another time, though.
God damn it.
Hmm.
Nothing.
A Simon joke.
Nope. I just was rolling something to see. It was a 1.
All right, everyone ready?
Who? I mean, yes.
Devorn's gonna look over it. Dustin and Marius and Simon. All right, race you guys to the bottom. Just kidding. Let's go. All right.
I think I have William. right?
Yep, you got him. So let's do athletics check for those of you who are jumping off, unless Marius, you want to bypass it and fly your way out a little bit further. This is just to project yourself off the side of it before you start slow falling.
Okay.
You also can roll flat, even though you're carrying him, because Simon is going to give you guild advantage.
Right.
Simon rolled a 14.
I spaced out on my rolling athletics.
Yes.
If you have athletics, yes.
Okay.
All right, so 14, 18. Marius, are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Roll an athletics check, or if you want to try to pitch me on acrobatics. I think both your scores are pretty horrible. This is to see how far you get away. You can, unless you want to activate your boots. Do you want to use your boots for like 5 seconds and just project yourself out to where they are? Up to you.
You know, I've got these new legs, and I'm going to back up, and I'm just going to run and leap off.
All right, acrobatics or athletics for you?
I would say that'd be athletics, and they're equally as bad. So,
not too shabby. You not as far as they do, but you managed to at least kind of make your way off towards the side. Dustin, you did yours. Oh, he's got to do his. Oh, this should be hilarious. Okay, 15. You guys kind of managed to stay within close proximity. He is going to use his first cast of Featherfall to help you guys kind of float down and away from it a little bit out of some of the rocks, and then he'll let you free fall for a little bit before he brings you down. So that'll be you guys, and then everyone flying, you just can fly to the bottom. There seems to be no major issue. As you do go down, it is a little bit foggier down in the at the bottom of the mountain, especially now being morning and not being clear like it was the night before. But you can still see fairly well.
All right.
All right, you make it down.
Yep. We'll kind of, once we land, we'll secure the area and wait for the others to finish descending.
And we just secured.
Everybody, for the last 40 feet, I just want a D100 from each of you. So one for Dustin, one for Marius, and I'll roll one.
what am I rolling?
Just a D100.
We got anybody in chat yet? Want to roll a D100?
Oh, you don't have to roll Misfit. You flew.
I wanted to roll anyways.
Fair.
I enjoy it.
I don't think we got anybody yet.
Not bad. So you guys sit there and you kind of watch them slowly descend to the ground. They kind of cut like 10 feet short of the bottom, and with the extra weight, you just kind of fall and tumble a little bit, but you take no damage, just pride damage.
What pride?
You're carrying one.
Yeah, but he floats. I assume every time something bad's gonna happen to me, he just like detaches and like follows from a distance, and he's just like looking at like this weird wet dog that he attached to for some reason.
You're like the dog and he's the stick.
Yep.
Just bringing over your. All right, so you're safely at the bottom.
Well, step one accomplished.
Your flyers can still fly for a little bit.
I can show you the ground.
Tumbling, falling, and scraping.
Tumbling, falling, and screaming.
Over and over.
The D&D rendition. All right, so you're going to proceed on foot?
I fell down. I fell down so very far.
How much more time do I have on the fly?
It took us like 5 minutes to fly down, so quite some time.
Oh yeah, no.
Alright, so we head into the spooky forest.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you wish to do.
Let's go.
Okay. It takes you a while traveling, but you do manage to make there. I'd say probably, based on where they were, it's probably going to take you about 4 hours to make it to where it approaches the tree line, which seems easy enough. Who's leading?
Is that accounting for my max move speed being 20?
We're all going slow because we got stuff to carry.
Mhm. A lot of dead weight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because typically it'd only be like 2 hours away.
Which,
So it
if you
takes
looked
about
at the name of the recap, you'd be happy.
Is it like how I name maps?
Yeah, I called it dead weight.
Nice.
That's what I'm sure you want to drag him all the way.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be dead here.
Well, I suppose that's true.
I'd at least want to find a nice forest to be dead in.
Simon nods.
Did you have a spot in mind?
I mean, not really.
Yeah. If things do go bad, just make sure that he doesn't cost you your life as well. Alright?
Yeah. Duh.
Alright, glad we're on the same page.
All right, who's pack leading this?
Honestly, Misfit is the best suited.
All right, Misfit, roll that survival check.
If you need to. I'm also pretty good at
Are
survival.
we done with this
Up
map?
to you guys.
Off to see the wizard.
We are.
Oh, give me a sec.
No, we already found the wizard. We're off to see the
Over
prince.
the bridge and through the woods.
Can I give Misfit advantage?
With their guild advantage?
No, as assisting because I have proficiency in survival as well.
You guys.
I'd rather Misfit roll with advantage. Are you proficient in
Yes.
survival? Misfit?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's you. For sure.
Go for it.
Dice, go. 13.
Okay. So it still takes about 4 hours. Did we have anyone to pick on for D100s yet? Or do I need to pick on one of you?
I think you need to pick on one of us.
Lou, you know the drill. You can pick someone, you can do it yourself.
Give me one sec. Misfit.
Okie dokie.
I left it to the dice to decide. Oof.
As you kind of make it up to like a top of a rising hill to give yourself a little bit better view, you do see the tree line, which is probably like 3 miles away from your current location.
Mm-hmm.
However, as you're kind of making your way there, you hear these strange, eerie howls like you had heard when you first were approaching. Just because it was recent. These are those giant wolves that were like half plant.
Ah,
But it seems that something has caught your scent.
Not these things again.
Because someone didn't cast their spell.
oops.
We need to pick up a pace.
Yep. How far out did the howl sound?
Roll a perception check.
Could be better, could be worse.
Really hard to say. There's more than one, so it's kind of throwing you off. You don't imagine very close, but probably closing in pretty quickly.
Okay.
And you don't have a cat to save you this time. What do you guys do?
I Yeah, we'll they're coming this way. We'll see if we can throw theirs on top. As we're running,
Running? What do you mean?
okay, as we're quickening our pace,
That's being the power walk.
yeah, I am going to leave behind a image toward the. You said we're at the top of a hill.
We're kind of on more or less flat ground at the moment. We can just kind of come up to the top of a hill.
Okay. Well, toward the bottom of the hill that we just came up.
Mhm.
I'm going to leave behind a image of like a kind of like a battlefield with a very strong people sense
Okay.
to try and help mask ours and draw them toward that instead of us.
Should I
Last 10 minutes?
I'm going to extend it for 20.
should I cast my spell? Probably. I think at the same time I'll cast a pass out a trace to try to end our scent trail here.
Sure. So you create your illusion. You cast your pass without a trace, and you move away from the scene towards the tree line.
Yep.
Are you being stealthy, or are you continuing to hobble with your dead weight?
Stealthy.
All right. Devorin will take the opportunity to kind of laugh at you, Misfit. Oh, actually, someone needs to help you carry him now, too, because you're not a bird anymore.
Yeah.
Simon, well, oh no, Simon's got someone. Liz is going to have to do it.
Alright.
Devorin will look over at you, though, Misfit. If they get close, just drop the big thing. They'll at least buy us a couple minutes.
Wasn't the big thing your friend?
Friend is a very strong word. I mean, if that even is him, he's dead. We're not dead. And I would like to stay that way.
Trust me, Misfit has dragged people through much worse than this. We'll be fine.
Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, so everyone breaks towards the tree line to see if we make it past it. You can this will probably be athletics. So just athletics to see as everyone kind of paces over there because everyone is being carried by two people.
I don't
And
know.
Simon-
Is anyone helping me with William, or does William not give me disadvantage?
I'm trying to think of anyone because Simon already guild advantage to you. He has to carry the other girl.
The only person here would be Marius who could help. And we all know Serena will say no.
We all have
Well,
like
if I have to,
no
if you're
strength.
wanting physical strength, I'm not going to be much use there.
Yeah, the people available are not very strong at all.
All right. I guess it's disadvantage unless somebody gives me guild advantage.
I've
My
already
guild
used my
advantage is already
advantage.
been burned.
Simon already burned his.
I'm pretty sure 5 of the 8 people here have a negative strength.
It was quite possible. All right, roll your athletics, people.
Now, do I get to roll mine flat or disadvantage?
You are flat because you're carrying with Misfit.
And this is just people carrying people?
Holy
How do I
shit.
have advantage?
Or is this everyone?
I think you're raging.
Oh, I'm raging.
Everybody.
Oops.
Let's see. My -1. Oh, that hurts.
Oof. Should have taken the 10.
You rolled the one higher than Devoring. All right, so Lou,
Mm-hmm.
as you're moving along, unfortunately, due to Misfit kind of lagging a little bit behind, it does slow you down some and speed him up a little bit. Devorin looks completely winded, like he hasn't had an opportunity to like get any exercise, so he has no stamina. And he's just kind of like, man, I haven't run in so long. What surprises all of you, though, as you're sitting there, out of the back of the pack comes Forrest Gump running through with his nat 20s. You just see Marius with those new legs just beeline past all of you.
And his he's always dour and everything, of course. But you see as he was passing, he's got a big smile on his face. It's like, I've never done this.
The wind's like blowing in your hair.
Tears
Great
running down his face.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful scene. All right.
It's going to be so glorious when that fades.
Just got to get another hit. Ooh. Thankfully, they rolled very poorly. So while you hear them, you do actually make it to the tree line. At which point, they do not follow you anymore because they don't go into the forest. All right, you lucky SOBs. I'd say at this point, because we woke up, I think you about 4 or 5. I'd say at this point, you're probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's decently dark just because of the fog. And you're back in the creepy woods. Congratulations.
Yay.
Misfit, you're keeping an eye on me, right?
Yes, sir.
You see him start to reach down and cover him and William in mud.
Okay. Let's take a 5-minute sit down. I am tired.
Now's a good time for lunch.
It's like, it's a good idea. Just
When we get out of here, gesturing to our wizard friend, I think you need to start doing laps.
been in prison for months. It's not my fault. How did you do that, by the way? That was quite interesting. I didn't feel that just. Boop.
Hmm?
He looks over at Lou.
Do what?
Did you know where I was, or how did you conjure me?
That was an accident.
He just gets this really, really disturbed look on his face. You know what? I take it back. I don't want to know. It's like I have all of my. He's like checking his ears and like making sure everything is where it should be.
Where exactly were you?
I was being held. I'm not sure. I was in a room in some sort of magical circle. Roll a d100, Lou. See
Oh,
if he can remember.
oh, there goes my luck from earlier.
I just remember it's in a room. I don't remember. I remember getting hit, separated from everyone, and I woke up there. All I remember seeing though is that damn cat.
Cat?
Yeah, it's just this cat that kind of sat outside the circle and looked at me.
Um, were they like, were the cats all the same color in the house?
Yeah,
They were white, correct?
they're like black and white, but they basically all looked exactly the same.
Was it a black and white cat?
Yeah, and you watch as he takes out the wand and makes like a little illusion of what the cat looked like. Looks like they did.
Hmm, that's worrying. Or not. We should be fine. Well, I think we should. Yeah, everyone seems tired. Rest a bit.
You don't know what happened to my hand, do you? He looks down at the stub.
No, I'm not.
That might have to be regrown.
Ah, excellent. He just kind of has a sad, not like a sad look, but like, of course. What about my belongings?
I think if they weren't on you, they're not. We'd have to go back and get them.
Mm,
Anything important?
Spell focus, materials.
Well, there's going to be next.
No, just one object of personal importance. Everything else I could do without.
Your book?
No, I actually have a photographic memory. That's not an issue. Um, considering there's no photos. Uh, my mother's ring. You see, it's all I have left of her. We didn't have anything coming up, and that was the one valuable we had, and I could never part and sell it. And it's motivated me my whole life.
Well, our first priority needs to be rescuing. It was the prince, right?
Prince and princess.
There's a prince and a princess, different kingdoms. One is like a prince of a kingdom, and one is like a princess of a territory.
And we know where the princess is, but not the prince.
We know where they both are.
They're both in the brambles towards the end.
Well, our first priority needs to be to rescue the royalty. If we come across it, we can certainly try and collect it. But otherwise, any attempts at getting it would have to come after we rescue the other two.
No, agreed. Can't enjoy it if I'm dead, by the way.
Let's try to make sure you can enjoy it much later then.
Oh, I intend on living, don't worry. It's like, besides, kind of grown accustomed to this one. You just see him playing with the little spectral mage hand that he made. So,
You said you've been here for months?
yes, about 3, 4, I think.
Are you knowledgeable about hag magic?
Oh no, when I say I'm assuming the rest of them, I was held prisoner for months. We are only here for about a week and a half before we were captured.
Well, my question stands, though. Are you familiar with hag magic?
I can't really say that. I mean, there's the one that we'd fought. So I have a little bit of experience, but I wouldn't say in depth, no.
Mm.
I like to think I'm scarier than any old hag, though.
That's certainly good. We've heard rumor that apparently they're trying to turn the princess into a hag. Was hoping you might have some insight as to what kind of ritual they might be using and what kind of time frame we might be looking at. I've never heard of them doing that to an adult woman. I didn't think it was even possible.
That does seem strange. I've never heard of magic like that either. I mean, maybe it's not true, or I mean, they may have some other form of magic, or I don't know. But nothing that I've heard of, no.
Yeah, that's worth a shot.
So, he just looks about this forest because it all looks the same. Where do we go from here? And is he okay? And he points over at Dustin in the mud.
He's covered both him and William at this point.
Oh, and
And he's working on Misfit.
while they're having that conversation, if you hear him talking about the cat, you just hear mumbling from the mud next to you. Stupid cat.
Nods in approval.
This again.
Short answer, no. But he'll be fine.
He'll live.
As I'm partially covered in mud, I do come make my rounds dispersing grapes that are good berries that look and taste like grapes.
Ooh, excellent. All right, so everyone gets their meal for the day. So, do you know where it is from here?
Do we?
You didn't approach from this side. I mean, you know, general direction. You came from the west. It should be like going in east northeast. But you also remember from coming in here, it kind of gets turned around in here really quickly.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere that way.
It's about that way, but this forest is
You could have Bram potentially direct you as like an overhead view, but I wouldn't have him go too far. It's much harder to see when you're down here. Or if anyone else wants to fly up there, but I think Bram is the only one who has permanent flight, other than your
And
Pixie. Or you can send
advantage
Pinch.
of invisibility as well.
That's basically him and Pinch. Pinch just has more hit points.
And
You
I
want
can
to send
directly
them out to
communicate.
public? Show off! They can both go around and scout it out for you, too. They both can be invisible. Up to you guys, though.
Oh, definitely get an aerial overview is always good. So I'll send Bram up.
All right. She will fly off as well.
Careful.
And just kind of gives you a little salute and goes invisible as well. All right. So as they scout, you guys start kind of slowly moving in that direction. Well, actually, you have people in the mud still too, don't you? You got to deal with first.
Yep.
Did you eat the grapes? This is important.
One
One boy.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put them in your mouth.
Captain, why is he in the mud?
I
You
put
gotta
them in
put
his
them-
mouth.
You gotta put them in their mouth.
I put 3 in your mouth. Yum yum yum.
3.
One in
That's-
William's mouth.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
You have been a good boy. You get 3 grapes today.
Oh,
What was the question?
3 full
Captain!
days of food? Yes.
Why is he in the mud?
Is this your first time saying this?
He's never seen him do. He's seen him be weird and do stuff, but he's never seen him try to bury himself in the mud yet. No.
He
If he
feels
comes
safe
from the
in the
mud,
mud.
he returneth to the mud.
Oh.
He returns from whence he came.
Simon just walks over towards you, Dustin. Do you need help? I have a shovel.
I hand Simon a grape.
Oh, thank you, best friend.
I don't think he acknowledges Simon with what I rolled to see if I would do this.
Oh, fair enough.
Simon, would you like to join us for mud time?
You know what? I think that's a wonderful idea. And he just kind of joins in and starts following Misfit's lead.
I was imagining I'm just covering myself in mud. I wasn't trying to like bury myself.
Okay. You're just
I'm
up.
just covered in mud. Like,
all right.
I'm not like trying to bury myself and stay here.
Mm-hmm. I got you. So the four of you coat yourselves in mud.
I guess we pulled some into this, so sure, during the break time. That's all I was doing during break time. So
if you haven't learned at this point, Simon has a really hard time telling you guys no.
Simon, from the earth we are born, and from the earth we must return. We are simply practicing our ways.
This happens during their conversation. After both of these conclude, Devord looks over towards the four people covered in mud.
We are initiating Simon into the Mud Boys.
Looks back towards the rest of the party not covered in mud. We're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, you're not covered in mud.
He can't facepalm because he only has one hand and he's holding the wand.
Oh yeah, did we ever get that guy closer?
I hold my hand out for him so he can.
He has very basic clothing, like no robes or anything, but he's got like a basic cloth shirt and pants.
Okay.
He's not like running around naked. Although you did give him a wand, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, he's currently.
We take care of that too. We'll say that when he cleaned himself up, he does have the ability, and he furnishes himself with clothes.
I think Marius was doing something.
No, he's saying he didn't have a hand, so I got to hold my hand out so he can face palm with my hand.
He'll take you up on that. He tries to grab it with the spectral hand, though. It doesn't help. Your hand's too heavy.
Use my strong hand.
All right. So while Bram is flying about, his perception's high enough, but this is more of a what he may find or see. Roll a D100 for Bram.
Hey, I know Crusade's here. You want to roll 100?
Well, you roll for Bram because I'm going to let him roll for Pinch.
Okay. Dropped it in the tower.
That's not too bad.
Ooh, 27. Crusade.
Okay. So they fly around for a bit as you guys kind of slowly make your way. And they both kind of fly back in maybe after like 10, 20 minutes or so. I think we can kind of cut through this way and go around the labyrinth, which basically lines up with kind of what you saw with Bram as well. It looked like it's pretty good. We do have to go through part of a swamp.
I think that's all right. The swamp should be fine.
The swamp should be fine.
Is it the swamp?
Think so? I don't really know.
Well, find out.
She nods. All right. So I would say you guys can travel the whole day. How late into the day do you wish to travel?
Probably till it starts getting dark.
We shouldn't set up camp in the dark. So when it starts getting dark.
Okay.
It's afternoon, but it is dark. Yes.
Misfit, with the aid of constant reconnaissance by your flying invisible little pets and friends, roll a survival check with advantage as you navigate through. And then is anyone proficient in survival that is not Dustin?
Yes.
I am.
All right, those of you who are proficient in survival, how to do this one? I want you to actually Roll insight checks. Dustin, you just get to roll an insight check.
This is hilarious.
He's just preoccupied with what he's got going on. Mister, you notice it first because it's strange. It's a little bit different than the first time you came through here. While there wasn't as much general like wildlife in this swamp, Louis Swamp, there wasn't much of anything, but you've not seen a single living or dead creature in your entire time coming through this forest or through the part of the swamp you've traveled through so far.
I'm uncomfortable.
And you kind of like pick up on the fact that he seems off and you also, something just feels kind of off. But with the 27 we had rolled, Inch kind of comes back. There's a house.
What kind of house?
I don't know, like a single room house?
Is it similar to Louis?
Could be. I didn't really get too close to it, but I guess it could be.
Might as well make our way there.
Because small little huts in the swamp are always good
Mhm.
things.
Oh, never. But
All right, so as you guys make it right about the time you're going to break, you see Louis' house.
hmm.
But no Louis. No lights.
How old does the house look older than it was when we originally found it?
No, it looks about the same. It was really well lit up. He had like a bunch of torches and things that had been lit and like a fire outside. Like very welcoming. It just looks like he's not here.
All right, I'll be right
Louis, Mama.
You call out, but seemingly nobody's here.
Make our way up to the door. Knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock. No answer.
Hello? Anyone home?
You open the door.
If it's not locked,
You try it. It doesn't seem to be.
yeah, we'll go ahead and take a peek.
You look inside and everything looks like it did before. However, on his table, you do see that there is like a small container of his gold swamp pears. One of them is open. You see like the lid sitting on the table and the liquid in the jar is half consumed. And the entire pear is still in there.
That's not right.
Who wouldn't eat the pear? It's the best part.
Someone who was abducted.
He loved the pear.
You love the pear.
Let's have a look around. Is this a multi-story house?
No, it is just a one room. So you see like his bed in the corner. It's got like a stove with a fireplace, some shelving, a table, probably like 2 chairs.
She's gonna.
You could all fit inside. Like if you wanted to rest in here or camp here, you could all fit, but you're not all going to have like a thing to sleep on. You'd have to get your own stuff out or scrounge through his things and see if he has like blankets.
Well, she's gonna first kind of have a look around, see if she can find signs of a struggle.
Sure, roll an investigation check.
No, this place is spick and span. I don't know how he keeps it so clean.
Pretty much to that, except the opposite effect. This place is so freaking filthy that as you go to like look for clues, you just keep getting grossed out at like all these random things you keep finding. You like touch a piece of wood thinking that it might be like a little mark, but the wood is a totally different color. It's like you scrape off like a fine layer of mold on the top of it.
Gross.
Warren looks over. We should burn this too when we're done.
You just burn a man's house down for no reason?
Mold is not good for you, Misfit.
Mold is yummy.
You should. He just kind of laughs. I don't recommend consuming it. Simon actually looks at it. The black one you shouldn't. He's not lying.
It's all about the blue ones.
He just kind of laughs, thinking back to the room where you all had your weird effects from the water.
Well, if nothing else, this gives us a bit of shelter to stay for the night. Hopefully he won't mind.
I'm gonna go investigate for my man Louis.
Sure. You looking outside or inside?
I'm gonna turn into a bear.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with inside and then go outside.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
It's my incredibly impressive -1.
Around, nothing really out of place inside. You don't see like any signs of a struggle. Other than the fact that it's dirty. Everything just seems to be in its place. The only thing that's really alarming is that he left the half-consumed jar on the thing, which is not very much like him from the time you knew him.
I'm
He took
gonna
the whole thing in one shot last time you saw him.
I'm gonna
And
kind
each
of
time you saw him.
fit the jar into my mouth and just tip it back and eat the pear.
Fair enough. Roll a constant. No, you're good.
Then I go back to my
It's delicious.
search.
Actually, you do. It is alcohol though, so you do need to actually roll a constant with advantage because it's only half a jar.
Double that want it.
Okay.
He's got
You're
very
fine.
good constitution.
You feel a little warm on the inside, but it'll help you keep you nice and warm as you're outside looking.
Mm-hmm.
As he goes to wander outside, I'll make sure he doesn't get into too much trouble. And Joel establishes a connection to Luz, wanders out with him.
All right. So as you kind of observe him, the rest of you inside, Simon just kind of looks over. Do you guys put William on the bed since he's the unconscious dude?
No, he's covered in mud.
You're all covered in mud. Well, half of you.
We're putting him on the bed.
Prestidigitation, William, he goes on the bed.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so you throw him on the bed.
Yep. We should probably take the armor off him. Be easier to. Shoot. It'd be easier to move.
Is that in order?
No. Just throw him on the bed for now.
All right. So, quick question, Captain.
Yes.
We don't have to go past that muffin guy, do we?
Is it between us and the?
So, from what you recall from your reconnaissance via the tree and just what you'd seen previously, unless you find a way around it, the entrance to the area that goes up to the brambles where the other hag would be, and potentially both hags, and the princess. There are gardens. Then there is a house, which is where the Muffin Man was. And then it went into the brambles where the hags live.
We'll probably need to go near it, but we could most likely avoid it.
It's just a scary name, boss. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, muffins.
Why do they call him that? It's like, maybe he just gives you muffins? Maybe they're really dry muffins.
Lou looks like he was about to say something and then closed his mouth. Maybe he gives you dry muffin. Try and
Missed that last part.
try and rest up.
It's going to be hard to rest thinking about dry muffins, boss. I'm not going to lie. But I'll do my best.
Oh no.
He'll just going to go sit next to William.
Ooh. You know, the first thought that popped in my head was, well, we have milk.
Oh, God. Don't give Simon the milk. He's lactose intolerant.
You beat me to it.
Misfit, as you're
Yes.
outside, you kind of like wandering around. I almost picture it like Serena's letting the dog out to go to the bathroom and sitting on the porch just watching you. So you watch as he kind of moves around. You do find some like mud tracks from where Mama had been traveling around, it would seem. But it's hard to tell how recent they are. But no other signs. No fresh tracks, at least.
I wonder if he got in trouble for helping us.
That's you, Serena.
Oh, he walked away.
Oh, did
Oh, okay.
I could
Serena
be
just gives you the cold glance.
I just kind of sit in the swamp water contemplating.
So you're like sitting in old Lake of Mud out there?
Yeah,
Is that what
man.
you're telling me?
Yeah, man.
All right. I think Dustin will come and join you and sit in the mud with you.
You can sense it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the two of you have a nice sit in the muddy waters.
Very cold.
It's not, I wouldn't say it's like freezing cold, but it's being the time of day it is.
It's not
cool.
going to be lukewarm.
No.
That's for sure.
That it is not. But not uncomfortably cold, I would say. There's not much wind down this low.
Do you say anything?
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
The swamp does not feel nice on my skin, but it does feel nice on my soul.
I think it's the opposite for me. Everything about this place is horrible.
Hey, you're you remember what my name is, right?
Twig?
No. I mean, yes, but the other one.
Misfit.
He just kind of gets a big dopey bear smile.
That's a weird question to ask. What happened?
I don't know. I think you went away for a while, but are you awake now?
Awake?
You seem less grumpy.
Oh no. I'm furious.
Do you know who Leo is?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're awake then.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Then why do you know his name?
Sometimes you call people names that aren't actually their names.
Huh.
I think you were somewhere else for a while, but now you're back. And we're in the mud together. Everything's okay.
He like when you say that, he like looks to you and he like looks around and just goes, I know what you mean, but no, we are not.
Well, we'll figure it out. And also, you should probably say sorry to Lou.
No.
You were kind of a dick to him.
And you don't think it was justified?
Do you even remember what happened?
All I know is every time I look at him, I'm filled with the urge to get away.
Yeah, he was kind of mean too, to be fair. But you were both mean to each other. I think you both need to apologize.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, I guess it would be hard if you don't really know what you're apologizing for anymore.
I don't think I could.
I am confident in you that you'll find the right path eventually.
The next one.
Believe in the me who believes in the you. Row, row, fight the power. Okay, I'm wet and cold. I'm gonna go bother Serena.
Okay.
Serena!
Oh yeah, he'd asked you a question when we realized you were gone too. He was curious if perhaps something happened to Louis because he helped us.
That's hard to say.
Okay, well, I have a second question.
Hmm?
Can you hold something for me?
No.
Please? I inch closer.
If you're going to shake, you can shake outside.
We are outside. That's permission. I shake.
Roll what do I want? Roll a performance for Shake. And if you'd like to avoid, roll a deck save. You shake and you swear like Serena could be the one because she just dodges out of the way of all these mud droplets and like rolls behind the table. Close one, Serena, but you avoid being mud.
I didn't mean toward me.
You didn't even hold any for me.
Justin, you're still in the mud, right? In the pond?
Oh yeah, I didn't come back.
Says you're kind of sitting there, doing what mud paladins do. You do have kind of an opening in the sky, and as you're kind of sitting there just taking in the scenery, thinking about stuff. You see this weird pattern fly high overhead of a translucent large flying creature. Well above your current elevation.
Uh-huh.
That seems to be flying around the forest looking for something. You see it kind of fade in and out of view as it goes through moonlight and passes through bits of cloud. When the moonlight is on it, it vanishes. And when it kind of gets exposed by the cloud, it's visible for a minute, and then eventually it just disappears from view.
In what direction?
You're not sure. It was kind of circling.
Okay.
So either it moved on to another location, or it's just getting better luck with the clouds.
So the moon's out right now?
The moon is out, but it's got bits of cloud cover. It's kind of like moving.
Okay, how do I feel?
Right now, you feel fine. You don't feel
Well-
any effects of your curse.
Does he smell any different? Well, I got that bear nose.
Dustin,
Yeah.
give him an investigation with advantage because it smells, I'll say. You can get up all in there. Actually, flat because of the mud.
Mm. That sure do smell like mud.
He always you always get along with animals anyway, so there's kind of like this animal element you already got along with him anyways. So you don't pick up anything out of the ordinary. But I would say, especially with your current mindset, that probably is looming in the back of your mind of how long will it be? And you kind of look, well, you already saw in the condition he's been in. Are you doomed to be like William?
Mm-hmm.
Proud noble, now fallen and dying in a swamp.
It's not too far from where he already was, though. Let's
Yeah,
be
you're really
real.
it's really just the wolf part you were missing, and you're not noble. You were already in this dying in a swamp.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's like same situation, different place.
Easy enough, though. And there also is a bit of food at Louis as well if you guys need additional food. But other than that, you have
Actually-
good berries.
This is dumb. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's something I'm gonna do while I'm alone out here. Just give me a
Where do you
second.
put Vothar, by the way?
I'll whisper it to you.
You put him in the room with you guys, or do you leave him outside?
I feel like I was convinced to leave him on the porch.
You weekend at Bernie's him on like the chair.
Yeah. Put some sunglasses on him. Put the banjo in his hands.
Sure. All right. Anything you guys want to do this evening, or do you want to rest here and pick up in the morning?
I think the plan is to rest here and pick up in the morning.
All right. Watches.
Serena will be on everything after her trance.
I will take first.
Anyone else on first watch?
How long do you leave Dustin out there?
Oh, I probably make Dustin take watch with me,
Okay.
and I catch him up on what we've been doing.
Strangely enough, he seems to remember pretty much most of it. It's just he doesn't seem to know who Leo is, or what you're trying to tell him.
All right. One of you roll a D100, or you can let chat do it for you.
Okay, wait, hang on. So a D100 is basically just 2d10s, right?
It's 2d10s. Do you want? If you roll
You
the
want splitsies?
splitsies,
Splitsies. I'll be
I'll roll
the. I'll be
I'll roll
digit.
100. I'll roll the
Okay.
hundreds.
I'll roll
The
the last
tens.
digit. Okay, I'll roll the
Yeah, you roll
ones.
once. Okay.
79.
79.
All right. You sit there. I would say at this point too, because you do share, you'd probably kind of like go over your recent observation of how there's nothing anywhere since you've been inside this forest. And you guys can conspiracy theory to your heart's content.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, seemingly no issues with first watch. Second watch.
Okay. You want percentile?
Well, it
And
depends on who else is on watch. Or if it's just you.
Yeah, it's a good question. I have no idea if it's just me.
Sure. We'll say your elf buddy joins in since he has no real need to sleep either.
Okay.
All right, roll a d100.
So, Devrin, tell me about yourself.
Oh, it's quite a boring tale.
I don't know, it sounds...
School, and more school.
No,
I worked hard to get into the academy. I was in the academy until I was recruited to go on this mission. And here we are.
right out of the academy.
Well, I mean, we always study. We don't stop.
Are you like a student or just there?
Yes, I've been there about 30, 40 years or so.
So not too long.
It took me quite a while to get accepted, but alas, here I am.
And already escorting royalty.
It's less like, it's a little bit more complicated than that. I had actually never met her before this mission. She's from a different kingdom than I am.
Yeah, but the prince is from the same kingdom as you, is he not?
No, and he points out to the portrait Vokthar. Vokthar was his bodyguard.
Oh.
We all came from different kingdoms in pairs.
So Volthar was his, and who was his pair?
The prince is paired with Vokthar. That's his
Oh.
bodyguard. Or I guess was his bodyguard.
I thought they had a pair of bodyguards.
Nope.
So you've
Then you met the swindlers from the east, the bard and the monk.
Mm-hmm.
You have our lovely ranger prince and his oversized dead bodyguard. And then he points over towards the bed. You have our dear noble lord and his retainer. He points over towards the other dead body.
Ah, yeah. So what was... I guess I'm curious, what were they all gathering for?
Oh, we were on a mission, much like you, to come investigate the goings on, and just got unlucky.
You don't normally send a prince and a princess and a lord on a mission like this.
It's
Especially
less
this-
about their ranks. It's more about joint unity and cohesion amongst the kingdoms of Arcadia.
Were they getting married, or that?
No,
group?
we're just assigned to serve as part of this group.
Hmm.
A lot of goings on in the kingdom right now. And with the resources of Mist and their many networks, they've been a good ally, recent addition to the kingdom.
Oh, very interesting indeed.
Yep. And our kingdom sent us to serve as kind of a sealing bid to
Hey,
unity.
thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Oh,
Thank you,
welcome,
everybody.
everyone.
But unfortunately, our luck, as you obviously could tell, didn't hold out so well.
Yeah, unfortunate. So this was your first mission away from the academy?
Yes, I mean, we traveled together for quite some time before we got here and did quite well. But as you can tell, this place is not
like
great for the living.
Hmm.
It's like, but I really do need to catch up on my my journaling. I hope you don't mind. And he watches. He ponders a book forth, and then you just see him like moving. He puts his wand away, like just starts drawing with his finger.
All right. I suppose we can watch in silence then.
Lou,
Yes.
you have a little bit of a hard time sleeping. You manage to sleep, but it's a light sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of like wake up a little bit and you see the two elves talking. You kind of see Simon fidgeting. And you notice something you hadn't noticed before.
Oh.
There is a symbol on Simon's forehead.
Is it the symbol that we used to have?
No. Never seen it before.
Okay. I guess.
But it's weird. It kind of looks like it's glowing, but it's kind of like fading a little bit. Looks like some sort of like magical seal, but it seems to be damaged or diminished. And it kind of like, not necessarily flickers, but it kind of dulls a little bit here and there.
All right. I'm going to. I wish I had a writing utensil. Or something to write on.
The bears along to me.
There's a lot of moss on the floor, right? Or
Mold. Yeah.
I'm gonna try it, etch it out, just so I remember it after I fall back.
Yeah, sure. Draw a performance check. Roll a performance check. Don't draw a performance check.
Can it be?
I'm just going to
Arcana?
draw a 20. Yeah, I will. If you were a wizard, I would allow it, but you don't transcribe, so I'm going to say it's performance.
Actually, they're the same roll.
Fair enough. Even better.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna spend a sorcery point and maybe roll worse.
Natural 1. Natural 1.
Oh yeah, here it comes. Who's drawing? Who's been drawing? An outlet.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I got hit by a huge. Oh my god! Oh god! It's chugging.
I think that was missing.
Dr. Misfit.
Oh, wow.
It's trying.
It's crashed.
All right, I would just like to first point out
You got an
that
18.
there are no new drawings for the past 20, 30 minutes. So
I just saw a little purple dot appear on the center of that screen like 2 seconds ago.
18.
Yep, you managed to kind of get a good drawing. You're not like a super artist, but it's fairly accurate.
I'm closing the map.
As you sit there and look at it, though,
Uh-huh.
thankfully you're by yourself and no one really picks up on it. I'll send you a whisper. Because I can.
Yay.
There you go. During your little fun from the day prior.
Shit. All right. Too tired.
You do notice one odd thing, though, just because you're up for a bit as you're drawing that. Simon seems much more peaceful than he typically is. He's kind of like a nervous sleeper and has a lot of nightmares. Hasn't made a peep. Battery got into the swamp pickles. You're not sure, or the swamp pears.
You know what, Lou? That's future Lou's problem, and I go back to sleep.
All right, so you guys finish out the day without seemingly any issues. Long rest. All right, you wake up to a fresh, swampy morning. What's your plan for the day?
What was the elf's name again?
Dvorin.
Devorin.
Mhm.
Devorin. Can I get an opinion on this?
Sure.
I'll gesture to the drawing in the mold.
Let's see.
Serena will have a peek as well.
That's strange. Doesn't look familiar, though.
Seal of some sort.
No idea.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Can I see it?
I mean, it's drawn on the floor.
Have I seen it before?
In
Well, history
mold?
check.
Yes, and mold.
For you, it's a history check.
He's seen that. Not only has he seen symbols like it, he's seen that exact symbol before.
So this is the interesting part, because he doesn't have his old memories. Something is so familiar about this symbol that is drawn on the ground to you, but you don't know why, and it is extremely irritating. It's like trying to remember the name of something that's on the tip of your tongue, and you know what it is, you just can't remember it. Like if you don't know what a microscope is, per se.
I leave the room. I leave the room, and I'm so frustrated. I'm on the porch now. I'm not inside anymore.
Maybe
Why
Kate
must
can
you hurt
explain what
me?
that's like.
Why must you hurt me this way?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I come to you in a moment of delirium, trusting with my whole heart.
The best part is the moment that, because we're all typing it out, you typed it, you're like, yes! It's all good. We've all been there. The one thing I will say you do kind of remember, it's not like it doesn't remind you of a bad symbol,
Mm-hmm.
but you just can't remember what the fuck it is.
Okay. It's not something to be worried about now, at least. It's a problem for outside.
Is that why you ran outside?
Simon looks down.
And then I go outside, yeah, after saying that.
As you're all looking at this, Simon just kind of looks at her. What's that?
I don't know, some kind of weird symbol.
Alright.
Apparently it has something to do with outside.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's all she knows about it.
It's like, that looks really familiar.
Yep. I just
No, it
pat
is
him
not
on the-
Okay. Okay.
Lou will pat him on the shoulder. Yep,
You touch him on the shoulder.
I do. I just pat him. I don't do anything.
Roll a D100 for me.
Oh boy.
Bad touch. Illegal.
77.
And he explodes.
Now,
As
if I
you
roll-
kind of touch him on the shoulder for a second,
Yep.
he almost gets this awkward stare, like he just looks back at you, like he doesn't recognize you for a second. And then the familiar facial expression kind of returns. It's like, you're right, Captain. And he just kind of goes outside and gets ready for the day. It was almost like a different person was looking at you for a minute, though. And he goes outside.
Okay. I should have jumped on the cliff. Then I'll go outside too.
She just kind of looks at Theravin and just kind of shrugs and, well, I guess it's time to go. Is Misfit already run outside?
I don't know. How do you miss it?
I would have given one last lingering look to this lovely home and then chased after Simon.
All right.
Actually, is
Are we
anyone
still
having
bringing all the dead bodies with us?
Yeah, I still got William. He's still alive, right?
Yes.
Yeah, William's still alive. The other two are the dead ones.
Yeah, he got a grape yesterday.
Is he
so
still quote unquote unconscious?
Yeah, no, he's just in poor shape. You don't know why.
Oh, does it look like sleep?
No, it's not magical.
So,
There's something physically wrong with him.
Simon, is there really nothing you can do for him? He's been out for like 2 days now. Or what
I
feels like.
heard
it.
he healed him. He's not hurt.
Well, there must be something wrong with him. He's not waking up.
I'm sure there's plenty of things wrong with him, but I don't know why they're stopping him from waking up.
Captain,
Yes.
the bag.
I hand over the bag.
I reach it and I want to pull out the bottle of the bathwater that Lou took out from the house.
Is
Oh,
it in
yeah.
the bag?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in the bag.
Yeah.
Is it still bubbly?
That wasn't the bubbly water. That was the water that Misfit
That's-
took that we already
He's
used.
got the Belle
Nope.
Delphine
Nope.
water.
Lou took a bottle of the healing pool.
It is not bubbly, though. The bubbly water was the water that Misfit had. This is just normal looking water.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to give that to William to see if it wakes him, helps him wake up.
Sure.
Unless
Would you like to roll the D100? Or do you
unless
want the chat to
anyone-
roll?
Unless anyone objects,
Go
because
for it.
technically it's Lou's item.
No, Lou looks at it like I completely forgot we had that. Damn it.
All right, Excel, do us good.
That probably
this
would
should
have
be
helped
funny.
both, now that I think about it.
Let's not think about it.
75.
75?
Man,
lot of
our
70s today.
percentile rolls,
We have
yeah.
any Indiana Jones fans here? So you watch as you dump the water inside of his mouth,
Oh no.
and he begins to convulse, and his body begins to shrivel up, and he dies.
Oh.
Okay.
50-50.
Oh, that was well played.
And you just see like this crumbled up, almost mummified body inside the armor.
What?
Uh, I don't
Doesn't
think
work that well away from the fountain.
Hello?
Hmm. Well, that was dangerous.
Do we have a diamond by chance? Simon? Simon.
Died of old age.
Died of old age?
Mhm.
He magically aged.
Why are we so bad at our jobs?
uh,
The bag.
yeah.
Yep.
And I start taking the armor off and putting it back in the bag.
All right, so hold on. As you go to take the armor off, are you doing this gently, or are you being more rough with it? Are you trying to keep his body intact?
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
roll
take
a roll a dex check as you try to carefully remove the armor.
I want to help him.
Lou will
Before
take
he
the
rolls a 5.
water skin from Dustin and just dump it into the swamp.
Yeah, buddy, can you roll it one more time? Yeah, thank you. That's great.
And I'm going to use prestidigitation to dry it out.
You go to like move off the first piece of armor, and an arm breaks off.
Hmm.
Point of note: should I go unconscious, just leave me be. That's a new one even for me. What did you give him?
Man,
Some strange water that the captain bottled in a magic house.
It had healing properties.
We gave him the bath water.
That wasn't the verified Belle Delphine bathwater, apparently.
Does it just make candles? Yeah, so I guess after removing an arm by accident, I'm not being as careful, but I'm getting the armor off.
We should call somebody.
Alright, so you got your now 3 dead people.
We need to call somebody.
We need an adult.
I need an adult.
Simon just looks really sad.
Why are we so bad at this?
I haven't been able to save anybody. What good am I?
what are you talking about?
He
You
starts
saved plenty
crying.
of people.
I'll give him a hug. Oh, it's okay, Simon. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
He just looks at the 3 dead people. I couldn't save any of them.
I mean, to be fair, one of them was dead already, so that's like. Eh.
Can
Yeah.
someone roll an insight check for me, please?
Sure.
Just tell me what the number is, and I'll send you a whisper.
I think I'm proficient at this.
9.
My insight. Ooh, I am proficient at this. Natural 20.
Oh, okay. I don't think you pick up on this, Misfit.
Well, we're gonna try and pierce that sending cloud again.
You know what, Simon? Okay, maybe 2 of them died, but we got 1 alive person, and that's basically 50-50.
You think so?
Yeah. I think we're doing okay.
It's a good thing Misfit's bad at math.
Serena, roll a D100.
Oh, I thought that 80 was double zeros for a moment.
You send a message, but you just kind of hear it like echo back in your own head. Seems are able to pierce it. Seems it was easier when you're higher up in elevation in the mountains.
Oh. She'll quickly telepathically or establish a connection to Lou. Still can't get through whatever the hell is blocking.
We're all like, we haven't left the cabin yet, right?
Some of you are like on the front porch. We haven't left now.
I don't think she gets through then.
What if we fly up really high?
Could fly up high, but I don't think there's enough ways to get all of you up there. I think at best you can get like 5 people up in the air, maybe
Well,
6.
I need to get Serena up in the air so she could send a message.
Perhaps.
Well, she hasn't told anyone that she can't.
This
I'm
is true.
back.
Kind of raises an
Oh, back.
eyebrow, looks at Lou, and just kind of nudges him. Or like,
And Excel's trying to bribe you, Kelsto.
Oh, I didn't see. Hold on.
just choose. Here, who's this?
So, what did you say?
I said she raises an eyebrow, looking over to Lou, and then like nut or elbows your arm.
Yes.
They're quite dense.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you guys, we do have 1 diamond left.
That's good.
And he just looks over at the corpses you have available. I don't know if it'll work on any of these, though. Like, I'm good, but I'm not a miracle worker.
You ponder that for a moment. She'll grab
Okay. He
Good.
just goes over back to
Lou. I need to have a talk with him for a moment.
Okay.
You know what? We should probably save it just in case the wizard dies.
Yes, let's save it in case the wizard dies. Agreed.
So we have the porch with people in it and the inside of the cabin with.
Yeah. And quite hushed down. You do realize there's being subtle there, right? Open your head.
I'm good.
You're joking.
No.
Do you have a problem?
How many? I'm looking right at one.
What's with all the secrecy?
First of all, it's my job. We're being spied on constantly.
Okay.
What the hell do you mean, okay? Do you not understand what that means?
Sorry. Me just getting off work, I'm a little tired. Explain what are you trying to?
She said we're being spied on constantly.
It's assumed, yes, we're in a hag.
And you're asking me what's with the secrecy?
Yes.
Oh, for the love of... Why do you not listen? Okay, let me try and explain it, okay? Do you know what a spy is?
Yes.
Do you know what their purpose is?
Okay, yes, and you're going to get to a point.
Yes. Ideally, you want your enemies to have the least amount of information as possible. So when there are problems that I need to relay to the team leader, it's best if they don't hear it.
Now, are you talking about the hags or the other people in this group?
Just open your freaking mind.
Lou walks away.
Now you are.
Misfit.
She starts cursing in Elvish.
Kalsto.
Remember that 78-year-old earlier?
Yes.
So that was your roll. The D12 was for my sending spell. Well, not really a sending spell, but a sending communication item.
Uh-huh.
Hey. Misfit kid, you there? It's
Is
Ward. I gotta talk to you.
Oh, God.
Do you hear me?
What? I stand up.
Hey, kiddo. Long time no talk.
Bort, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm really, really mad at you.
No, you gotta listen to me. I didn't do anything. I'm being set up, I tell you. But that's not why I'm just pay attention. You're the most reasonable of the group.
I mean, yeah, I guess I am, but
Plus, you're probably the only one who will actually listen to me.
no, I'm mad at you.
Well, you could be mad at me later. I just wanted to let you know that Khan was in trouble. Like, it's not safe to talk here, though. If you can, meet me in Monaco. That's where I'll be.
We're kind of working on stuff right now. I mean, even if I wanted to help Khan, we kind of, Lou.
Lou's not there, it's just you.
Look, I know what you've probably heard, but you gotta trust me. I didn't kill no babies.
Babies.
They accused him of killing. Remember the kid you saved in the sewers?
Oh,
Her.
did I know Bort particularly well in the guild?
Well, you were
Like-
familiar enough with him. He's from your guild house. Like, he's not your best friend, but you knew him well enough.
I was probably buddies with everybody.
You literally are friends with everything you meet, pretty much.
Bort, I really, really hope you didn't kill Illyria.
And if you're curious, the Monaco is in the bottom left-hand side of the island of Karas, which we already left. Out in the desert. Left side, or the western side.
I gotta go. This isn't secure.
Ward, I'm still mad at you. But I think everybody deserves a second chance.
I knew I could count on you, kid.
And then the message goes quiet.
Lou! I can find Lou.
Mhm.
He's
How
probably
much do
walking
you
into the door as Serena's saying something in Elvish.
tell him?
You see the Devoran kind of giggling at Serena cursing and Elvish walking away.
Yes, Misfit.
Misfit looks really mad, but he's also crying a little bit.
Oh no. What's wrong?
Ward called me. He said Khan's in trouble. And someone was trying to frame him. And then he didn't kill any babies.
What contacted you? How?
In my head.
No, Khan didn't contact him. Mort contacted him.
Ward said Khan's in trouble,
Yeah,
and we gotta go back to Karis.
Oh, that's sick. That's how
Uh,
it's pictured.
was Wart? No, I know he had his quicklings. Was he known for being talented when it came to communications?
Not specifically, no. So Wart is a very large, physically strong as well wizard, also quite talented. He works with 3 quicklings and a sentient book, for lack of a better term. That's his guild group.
Were any of them known for strong communication? Like,
The book is a wizard. Then he's a wizard, but he's a little bit more complicated than that, and then the quicklings kind of work with him.
but
Apparently,
overall,
they make a very deadly combo, though.
okay. But overall, none of them were known for like being really good at messages or anything like that.
The book is very good at casting spells of all sorts, but
Oh.
like that's not his claim to fame. Like he could probably get a message out, but you don't know. What's up, fresh day? You bringing all of your dead bodies with you? You gonna leave anyone behind?
Hold on, I need to know what Lou is gonna do about this.
He looks very stressed out.
He normally does.
Lou just kind of has his hands, folded in front of him, kind of up against his nose and breathing.
Lou,
Yes, Misfit.
I need a hug, like real bad.
Lou will give Misfit a hug. Like, it doesn't look like he's feeling any better. And oh boy. I'll give you a pat on the head too.
Thank you.
At least you made Misfit feel better.
Wait, I've got an idea. Missette, come here.
Okay. Bye, Lou.
Druids get sending, right? I'm not crazy on that.
You
don't
might be
think so.
crazy.
I could do what now?
Clerics do, I think. Or certain kinds do.
Do druids not mean sending as well?
I
No,
don't believe so. Mm.
Oh,
only on plants.
I think when Lou grumbles, it's a lot deeper than normal.
You're outside
Grumpy
of Dustin,
dragon.
right, Lou?
Where did Serena drag?
She back into the shack. I assume you probably were walking to the door as like Misfit burst in with his news.
Yeah, then he continued his way out.
Are you grumbling as you walk past
Yeah.
Dustin? Okay.
Yeah, just like a stressed noise that was a lot deeper than you would think would come from a person.
Gosh, yeah, I'm gonna pile onto that. Sure. As you're walking away, and like I notice that difference, I'm just gonna kind of say to you as you're walking by, you're still not gonna tell me who you are you?
Just one punch after another.
Oh, speaking of which, and punches, I forgot we took a long rest.
Yep, go for it. The D100s.
Let's see.
Give me one moment. I need to type something.
Yeah, everyone roll a D100. Oh, huh.
$81.
Okay, let's see. My people over 50. So Dustin, Marius, and Lou. I need each of you to roll a D6.
4.
4,
Excellent.
5, 4.
Dustin, as you kind of wake up, and unfortunately, I think you actually got this exact one the time prior. So, yeah, look, your back is in a lot of pain.
Is it itchy or is it like pain?
Like a sharp shooting pain all over your back. You go to observe, and that painful rash you had had previously when you'd first come into the woods seems to have returned.
Okay. First I will try to remove a disease with lay on hands.
You're just allergic to this place. Your allergies are acting up.
Expends, but no effect.
Okay. Then I will cast a Lesser Restoration.
Less restoration does remove the effect.
Okay.
Lou and Marius.
Mm-hmm.
Feel cloudy.
Oh, that doesn't help with everything that's going on.
Like everything just feels that much harder to concentrate on. It's almost like you have like a slight migraine behind like one of your eyes and you're just a little bit confused, like you're coherent.
So lose every day.
Yeah, but like a degree worse.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Migraine times 2.
Yeah. When you say that, Dustin, Luz just kind of head snaps to you, and that.
You just hear your sword start chuckling.
Is Dustin familiar enough with the language of Draconic to know that it is Draconic, even if he can't understand it?
Yeah, you've heard. Well, actually, because you don't have your memories, I'd say it's easy enough to determine that it is Draconic, but you obviously don't understand it. Correct?
Dragons are all the same. And he kind of like looks away.
And Elmo came out as a snarl.
Mm-hmm. Dragons are rude.
Yeah.
He's like unfazed. He just says, "You dragons are all the same," and then like.
I see Devaren knows Draconic.
You don't know.
No, my sword was laughing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Prince Fall. Yeah.
You don't know if Dvorin understands it or not.
Got you.
The sword was what was shuffling, though.
Got you.
Okay, I've got an idea. Communications to Trent seem to work. I think we might be able to, at the very least, get a message to one of Harlan's plants. Perhaps he can either send a message or...
Do you know Harlan?
I think we've all met Harlan.
We passed
Yep.
through his camp.
Okay.
Wait, where
He's
did Ward say that? Oh my God, Khan
Monaco.
was Monaco.
He said.
He said he is in Monaco.
Oh, he's in Monaco. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't tell you anything about Khan. He just said, "Oh, he's in trouble."
From what you do know, though, based on the last time you talked to Khan, because Khan got reassigned to a battlefront to support the Arcadian army, Khan got stationed at Herrenford, which is directly east of Monaco, against that wave of demons from the Rift.
Marius, you've grown.
Yeah, I'm trying to add my new picture, and it's being a butthole.
Either that, or if you know of another druid that often talks to their plants in the guild.
I mean, Lola talks to the plants a lot in the garden, but
You don't really have a lot of druids in your guild.
yeah.
You have the Fox, may or may not be a druid. There's Misfit. You don't really know, because in your branch there wasn't a bunch. There's other branches, but you're really just meeting some of them for the first time.
Ooh, wait. There was that, there was the druid that, we got paralyzed by their plants.
You assumed
Mhm.
you're a druid.
It's not a druid, but I know who you're talking about.
Question is, do we bank on the fact that they can talk to plants?
There was a nice lady at the guild hall that was
Right back.
working with the garden.
Do you think she can talk to plants?
I don't know.
Same way you can? Well, worth a shot.
I mean, I don't want to stress out Trent if we don't have to. What if he can't talk to anybody and he's just...
Well, I'm not saying let's send one to Trent. I'm saying let's send one to another plant. I don't know how often people are talking to Trent.
Oh, I hope that lady's talking to Trent. He gets lonely.
Didn't we leave Trent with Nicodemus's character?
No, we left Trent in the greenhouse back at
But
the
Nicodemus
guild
was
hall.
there. Didn't we tell Nicodemus to make sure it got taken care of?
Did we?
I don't remember Nicodemus even showing up, so I'm gonna say no.
Well, it wasn't Nicodemus. It was what's his little dude's name?
Oh, Penguin.
Yeah, little penguin.
Doran.
Doran.
I don't remember giving him that responsibility. I think we just kept making fun of that. He cost an arm to get back. I think that's
We
it was.
did message him once and said, "Take care of Trent."
Mhm. I'll trust you on that. You're the. That was before I was doing recaps.
Mhm.
But I don't think Doran can talk to plants.
He cannot. He could talk to his little buddy, but that's about it.
I mean, I'm always open to having a nice little check-in with Trent. It has been a while.
Let's focus on trying to get a message out first. We can check on Trent later, alright?
Okay.
After all, there's only so much magic we can muster.
So you guys gonna try to fly and send a message, or are you going to just try to resend a message?
Currently her plan is to try and send it to a plant. If Misfit mentions, that we could just fly up, we can try that, but
Yeah, we could just go up
You
really
guys.
high if it's like a thing we gotta get through.
maybe it might work. Yeah, we could try that. I don't know how high up we'd have to go. But at this point, just about anything is worth a shot.
Well,
Let's
if
see
there's
if we
a
can find
barrier, I don't know if it's gonna be any different when we try to send a message to a plant as opposed to a person.
As she thinks about it, did it seem more difficult to try and penetrate the barrier down here?
Yes.
I think
The only message you've received in your entire time, you received at a very high elevation from a very powerful wizard.
Okay. Alright. Let's go for a quick flight.
Okay, dokie.
Do you tell anybody you're going to try to fly up and send a message?
Yes,
Do you tell Dustin?
yes.
Something was flying around here last night. I would rather you not. It was patrolling the skies. It was looking for something. I'd rather it not find you.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a bummer.
Well, I think we need to take the flight.
Oh,
If
Dustin
you're
said
okay
no
with it.
though. Guy thing.
You get a
You guys-
message out. Realistically, what is going to happen? What's the ideal outcome?
We get reinforcements
How fast?
instantly.
Is it possible?
Sure.
Sure. Based on what?
The guild's got plenty of powerful magic users. Teleportation is
How many
right
to spare, though?
That white haired guy didn't seem that busy.
Did you not see? Exactly.
Hey, eating lamb is important too, okay?
We now have a powerful wizard that has ample spare time. Also, there's a lot of people in the guild.
And you
If
trust
that
every
from-
single one of them?
Look,
The one with the shifty eyes?
Rule number 1 of being in a guild: rely on other people for help. It is okay.
Also, look, even if reinforcements comes late, it's better late than never.
We were reinforcements. We came late and we've killed 3 people.
We've killed one.
They died under our watch.
She died before our watch. Regardless, we need reinforcements. Besides, I'll be with them. We'll be safe.
Why don't you get your pixie to fly you up instead? I'm not having you risk a misfit for this.
Is it cloudy out?
Let's see. It's not horrible. It's like a sunnier morning. It's less cloudy than it has been.
I see. Probably because two people are better than one.
Pinch is not a person to you then?
Someone a bit more durable.
So you're just looking for a meat shield to keep you safe and you don't care what happens to them?
No. You're projected.
Sure.
Hey,
But it's easy to project words.
hey, Dustin, can I share my opinion real quick?
Okay.
I think it's real fun to be a bird, and I don't mind all that much. But if you think it's dangerous, then, I mean, it's kind of my job to be in dangerous situations so other people don't have to.
Did you teach yourself that, or were you told to do that?
It feels right.
Fine. Just don't lose another eye.
Another eye?
Roll an insight check, Serena. I'll give you advantage. I probably should have told you to roll it at all. I just thought it'd be funny. It seems like as you repeat that back to him, he like doesn't seem to like that statement seems to catch him off guard as much as it did to you. Like he seems confused why you said that, not like you're confused at him for saying that. Like for some reason, that whole statement just like didn't happen to him at all.
Lou, roll a D100.
Yeah. 47.
I'd say you manage fine.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Lou, we're gonna go to space real quick. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Yep.
We go to space.
All right, the giant bluebird flies up into the sky.
I think
Yep.
you would see the water around Lou boiling a little bit, though. Or the swamp.
Wait, are you sitting in the water or like
he
My
like
boy.
hopped basically away from the cabin a little bit, and I don't think it's easy to get non-mud, and so he's just kind of standing like
Just the heat
boiling.
wave radiating off him.
Yep. There are some crackles about between his like fingers.
Team Antenna.
Jeez, everyone seems like they're in such a foul mood today.
How high do
Everybody's
you
so
wish to
grumpy.
fly?
Whoa, is that a satellite?
Pretty high, I think.
How high?
I go up until I can tell that the air is getting thin.
All right, that's fairly high.
Definitely
I
higher
need. So, Serena, you're trying to send a message, right?
Mhm.
You roll a D100. Misfit, I want you to roll a perception check.
Okie dokie.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna burn it.
Is this site based?
It would be.
Much better.
Unfortunately, your message does not make contact,
Even with the 35.
even with the 35. So you kind of look about. You have a pretty good view of everything. You can kind of see where the briars are. You can see the Wolf Mountains you came from. You can see where your giant cave and the tree guy were. Everything seems pretty in place though. Nothing dangerous.
Keep my eyes open for scary sky things.
I still can't break through.
And that's gotta be a tall barrier.
We're above the mountaintops, right?
I don't think we can go too much higher.
No, it's getting a little difficult to breathe.
Do you want to give it one more try, then we'll go down?
Yeah, let's. I don't like burning this much magic already, but let's try.
Alright, give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna climb, and then we'll go down. I try to get just a little bit higher.
Sure. Roll a Constitution save as you fly up. Try to maintain consciousness as you try to stay up higher.
3. Do you have guild advantage, Serena?
I'll do. Scrolling down to
Just
it.
kind of yanks on my feathers.
Yeah. As you like start to flap really slowly, she's like,
Hey, stay with me.
He's getting blinky, but he does hold. He's turning blue, though, just saying.
hard to tell.
Hard to tell. He got quiet. That's why you know. That's how you know. All right, so you're going to give it another go.
all right. Third
This
level spell.
is still the Ardeth?
Yep.
Sure.
24.
Oh.
All right, what message she sent?
Same
Same one from
one.
before?
Yep.
All right, you don't hear it echo back to you, but you also don't get a response.
No, I don't think it was blocked that time. It didn't it didn't bounce back to me.
Okay, go down.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. Thank you
As
for
you're flying
flying
down-
on SS Misfit. That was the highest I've ever been before.
As you fly down, with your same perception, because you're very perceptive, you look about and you see a creature flying on a broom leaving from the mountaintop where you had run into the tree, flying back down towards the forest.
Oh. Serena, I think there's a witch over there. Very suspicious.
That can't be good.
You eyeball it based on the build and it looks like it's Drusmina. And she's leaving from where you had run into your dear friend, the storm controlling giant.
No, he's dead.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You fly back down to the ground.
Wow, space is pretty cold.
Yeah. News. I think our mission was a success. Also, one of the hags were flying away from the mountaintops from where we had met our friend.
How long did this take them?
Probably in total 30, 40 minutes.
It's just this patch of dry dirt, like a Sahara desert surrounding Lou.
His hair's sticking straight up. All right, anything else you wish to do, or do you continue forward on the path?
Well,
30 minutes enough to calm down.
I don't know. It's 30 minutes enough for Lou to calm down.
You have a migraine today, buddy.
Oh,
Double
you.
migraine.
I forgot.
It's swamp's rough.
I'm gonna get big so I can carry people.
Devorin just kind of looks at all of you. You guys are really going to continue to carry all three of them?
Yeah.
Why don't you just leave them here and come back later?
Crocodile lives here. He's going to eat them.
Oh yeah,
That's
that seems
Yeah.
problematic.
Let's be perfectly honest.
You're friends with a crocodile?
You wouldn't be?
Yeah, his name's Louis. He plays really good music and he cooks delicious food.
Strange, but
And his mama's an even bigger crocodile.
Also, let's be perfectly honest. If given the time, do you really want them having these corpses?
that's fair.
Exactly. So they come with us for now.
All right. So you guys continue on your path?
Yep. And unless stated otherwise, I believe that is the current mission at hand.
Sure. Just think. All right. So, Misfit, you still leading us around?
Yes.
Go ahead, roll your survival check. That's not bad. I'm just like, send you. Do, do, do. Where did that little bugger go? All right. Easy enough. Any spells while we travel, or just going as is?
In Last Misfit, I don't think he can do that while in animal form, so I think just as is.
Fair enough. All right. So you continue forward using air support again, or no air support?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So as the two little flyers fly out, roll at advantage, Mister.
Okie dokie.
Excuse me. Okay. Great. So many mods. All right. So as you go through it, it's still pretty difficult to find your way through here. You just feel a little bit turned around as you're trying to find a way to get towards the gardens. And as you travel, you hear a voice come from out in the swamp. Our Kuko's there!
I scream like a little girl.
Sirius immediately on guard.
I want to roll a history check.
Beware, evildoers! Roll a history check.
Who is this man?
I know.
And
exactly
you
who
watch swinging from a vine as it drops down in front of you.
Yo! My man!
Hold
I
on.
wasn't even.
Is he still small?
Yeah. Nice. And we'll stop there for tonight.
Oh my god.
Huh?
It's
back.
Nancy.
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 Nancy's back.
Well, thank you everybody who hung out with us. Sorry my shoutouts weren't working for the raid and for Vancouver dropping in. Appreciate that very much. And I guess we will catch everybody Friday midnight Central for that game. What's going on there, Kelso?
Ooh, we are down in a cave. Def, did you rewatch last week since
Not
you were
yet.
not here? Take a look at it. But last we left off, we had made it to the final chamber where our dark elf friends had left. Or a prince who apparently at some point took piano lessons, took his attempt to try and play a organ at the behest of his group and summon some undead spirits.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, watch that last part. Last 5 minutes is all you really need. You can watch the whole thing, but watch at least the
Lovely.
last 5 minutes.
AKA next Friday, boss fight.
Yeah,
Where
definite boss fight.
Patrick's like 2,000 feet away because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, Patrick's
Oh.
going down a tunnel underwater. It's good.
Yeah, I sent you. I think I tagged you on a timestamp for you to look at that part too. You'd have to scroll through the
I'll
chat,
take a
but we got that going on Friday. Also Friday, the Diablo 4 open beta is out. So anybody
yeah.
gonna play, look me up if you're playing. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to stream all day Friday till we have game time. And tomorrow, for you 40K fans, Imperium Maledictum releases. You can pre-order the hard copy, and the PDF's available immediately if you do that, as well as you can buy the PDF. And hopefully that looks good, and maybe I can try to get a game of that going at some point. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you Friday. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
All right.
Good night.
Nice.
Hey, thank you, Hussein, man. You didn't have to do that right at the very end. We appreciate it. Have a good night.